So this is a this is like this is kind of investigative future stuff in some ways. I don't know, probably remember this goofy ass robot from a couple of years ago. There's a couple of stories of it failing really hard. It was supposed to be like the police Robocop. I want to share this video real quick. I don't know if people remember this video. It happened a few years ago.
That looks like a mannequin.
While longer. A security robot in Washington, D.C. drowned itself in a fountain. Sadly, it was only the
If I thought I was going to lead to the rise of the machines, I'd drown myself in a fountain too.
Knightscope's K5 robot has a 360-degree video camera.
So Knightscope
scan 1,500 license plates a minute, microphones for hearing gunshots, and even thermal imaging capabilities. What it doesn't have is an understanding of how steps work. And social media is loving the mechanical misfortune. One Twitter user commented, "We were promised flying cars. Instead, we got suicidal robots."
Well, the robots know that if you're not going to help humans, you have to take yourself out.
In Blade Runner, it was simply time to die.
So that was like a goofy way of showing how garbage that robot was. Actually turns a little more fucked up story about this robot. Actually totally not doing his job, not helping at all, maybe causing even more problems for people that were in the area where it happened. So I want to click this story real quick. So pretty much what happened here, this happened a couple of years ago. That same Knightscope Robocop, pretty much what happened here was when a fight broke out in a parking lot, the most like ghetto shit ever happening in Los Angeles. A fight broke out. So like a woman, she was with a kid at the time. It tells you later she was with a kid and she saw this fight broke out. So she ran to the police robot and pushed the emergency alert button. That's what we think the robot's for, or that money. So she pushed the button and then it said "step out of the way." It just kept ringing and ringing.
I thought it slapped the shit out of her.
It might as well. So like pretty much it did nothing. She even like looked at the robot to try to get this facial recognition. It didn't do anything. So eventually like she called 911. And then because it took so long, when the fight ended, a woman was rolled out on a stretcher, her head bleeding from a cut, suffered due to altercation. The robot
that sounded like some Wonder Shows and shit.
Like the robot didn't do shit. The robot just stood by while someone was getting their ass kicked. The robot just glided around, programmed, humming an intergalactic tune.
Are you sure you didn't write this? Because it sounds like some shit that you would write.
Please keep the part clean while someone's getting beat up. So keep in mind the story. This total fell. It says the robot alert button is not yet.
Clean up your blood spatter on the way out, please.
the police alert button is not yet connected to the police department. So the calls are instead directed to Knightscope. So it was this Roman not doing shit. It was Roman for the police department, but it wasn't even connected to the police department. It was just like a random piece of shit out there that was called Knightscope. And so luckily this woman didn't die, get beaten to death. So this is an image over here of a woman was waiting to pick up a friend when she got into a physical altercation with people in the car next to her, and the robot did nothing.
These robots, they do nothing.
So another same model struck a toddler at a shopping mall. So the city adopted the name of the machine as HP Robocop, and mind you, it has done nothing.
I mean, it can punch kids in the face.
It can hurt children. So keep in mind this robot, which knocked down toddlers, is witnessed people being assaulted. It fell into fountains. You would think why anyone would invest in this project at all? It seems to be not a good public-facing project at the moment.
No, I mean it's a first step towards enslavement of the human race, so it's worth it.
Yeah. So speaking of that, they got offered money. This is actually new news. That same company that had that shitty robot that was watching people get beat up, that was running over kids, it's got $10 million in financing. It's got more money. And I want to tell you why it's getting this money. Exactly why it's getting this money. It's getting this money so it can provide its clients subscription financial alternatives for the first to 24 months. It wants to lease and rent out these shitty robots to people. And they're getting the financing to do that. So I can't tell you how what this even means. Why, like, I know these rich people saw the same news clippings that we're seeing, but give them $10 million. So, so that's what's happening. And
I mean, they could just give me $10 million.
I mean, hopefully you don't fall into a fountain and get electrocuted. I mean,
no, I would fall into a Porsche 911 turbo.
So Knightscope,
I fall right into the driver's seat.
So
what a shame.
So Knightscope is an advanced security technology company based in Silicon Valley that builds fully autonomous security robots that deter, detect, and report. So far, the stories. Our long-term ambition is to make the United States of America the safest country in the world.
What is that? Knightscope of the KKK?
It sounds like a creepy-ass name. So, and good luck for people who want to rent out this shitty robot in the parking lot near you. So hopefully you don't get into any conflict or anything like that. It's almost like normal police. When you get beat up, nothing's going to happen until they show up later. So this cop is actually going to be there and not do anything. So, which real police officers have done too in the past. We reported that at Black Power Massacre too. We had cops wait outside a house while a woman was getting beaten to death. So this robot cop is not far off from a real cop. So
wow, then the robots actually, when you think about it that way, the robots are pretty capable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is dystopic nightmare. So so that's Black Power Magic Hour on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. On act.tv, I have 50,000 subscribers. Follow us for James, he's awesome. Follow for Giuliani, he's awesome. And Solidarity Works, they're awesome. And then Dr. Genius, he's live on Twitter, YouTube, and Discord. And that's some future stuff. Please follow Knightscope before they take over and destroy us all. Thank you.
The Knightscopes of the KKK.
Yeah.